Hi guys, welcome back to Hit Point 10. My name is Raval. Today we're going to be looking at the beta patch notes of Bannerlord 1.5.0 just came out. So let's have a quick look through the patch notes and see what changes have we received and also finally received. So for the single player experience, let's see. Fix the crash that could occur at the end of the battle due to a missing check in a formation AI behavior. Fix the bug that caused manual labor's quests to crash. Fix the crash that occurred when annexation decisions were proposed by AI clans. Okay. Performance improvements. Improved performance of retreat and flee behavior of battle formations. Good. Optimized AI ranged and melee target selection for performance and spike reduction. Cool. GPU performance improvements for towns. Make shadow occlusion queries great again. That's a Make America Great Again joke. Got it. Hello, Warboy. Welcome back to the end, my dude. Save and load. Refactored the save load file paths so they won't include the native folder. Fixed the bug that caused the siege battles to continue in Lord's Hall if players exited to the main menu while climbing a ladder during a siege mission. Okay, never met that bug. Fixed an issue that caused wrong prisoner numbers to be displayed on the load screen. Alright. Art. Fix navigation mesh issues in Macedon Castle. Keep and arena menu images have been updated. Didn't even know that there was a menu. Fixed a few bugged siege ladders that prevented climbing. Fixed castle gate physics issues. Fixed clipping issues on some of the gloves. Fixed visual glitches on some of the armors. Added a new Sturgeon light armor. That's nice. Improvement on Empire wall brick textures. Improved Empire dungeons and some guarded meshes. Fixed some parallax issues on Empire buildings. Fixed trader missing issues in Landian cities. Fixed walkable area problem in some scenes. Crafting axe pieces have been optimized for future updates. Made some improvements adding dynamic barriers and indestructible merlins are on the following scenes. Sturgeon Castle, okay. Added 3 new hair types. Oh, thank God. We needed more hair types. Added new Botanian chainmail armor. Cool. Fixed visual issue on the male version of Northern Visored Cap. Fixed getting teleported into the void on Empire Tavern scenes issue. Oh, thank God. It never happened to me, but I'm glad that I'm not going to be going to the void anymore. Hey, Shinsan, we'll come back to the end. Improvements on some Aserai villages. Helmets with a wrong beard covering tag fixed. Roads and ladies' face keys revised for Sturgia. Okay, good. Animations. Fixed many of the agent movement errors near wall and stair intersections, and then campaign map. Fixed the bug which caused the raid particles to be invisible after a campaign save game was loaded. Improved geometry and world map. Improved texture details. Paths and roads are added. That is awesome. I did even mention that it would be nice to see paths and roads on the map. I mean, it would make sense for people to make paths and roads. Fixed various visual problems with settlements, improved pathfinding, Aserai lands are re-rendered, slight changes in settlement places for balance reasons, changes in some village production for balanced lore reasons as well. Hello, Diamical, welcome back to the end. Indeed, yes, a new update. UI changes. New campaign map mobile party trackers. Now players can see and track, keep inside their screen mobile parties of their clans and armies of their kingdom on the campaign map while they're not in a spotting range. That is very awesome. That is very awesome. How will paths be good? Literally, you will see roads. Real life. You'll be able to see roads on the map. It makes the world more realistic, that's all. Encyclopedia Favorites. Now players can favorite encyclopedia items, so these favorite items will be shown at the top of their respective lists. Cool, very nice. New Hideout Troop Management screen. A new pop-up for Hideout Troop Management before Hideout battles that will decrease dead time waiting for the party screen to load. Good, so practically faster loading when attacking layers. Players now can input numbers directly into custom battle sliders. Army size troop type percentage. Yeah, before it was just a slider and then you hopefully got the number that you were looking for. Added shoulders to the execution notification, execute him or her button to show the player who they'll lose relations with. And added a new game menu image for each culture, settlement, keep, and arena menus. Cool. Just a heads up, apparently the game is kind of glitchy when loading, like takes 5 to 10 minutes to load. I'll keep that in mind when we get into the game. Fixed an issue that caused the inventory screen to close when the item preview pop-up is open, and now ESC closes the preview first. Nice. I always Pressed escape by mistake and then just got out of the entire inventory. That did happen to me. Fix the bug that caused the governor selection panel to go out of bounds in some cases. Enchantment wouldn't pop up. Fix the bug that caused prisoners and party screens to show up with the main party's banner. Okay. Yes, I am going to play as soon as we go through the patch notes, my man. Battles and Sieges. Added automatic captain assignment to formations without a captain. Good. To use this feature, assign a formation to a companion from the party screen. Once a battle starts, the first companion here that is assigned to a formation is picked as the captain of the formation. This also works for AI parties. Captains provide formation-wide perk bonuses to their troops. Nice! Nice! Finally, that means we can finally specialize certain companions into certain directions. That means no longer we're going to have 3 companions that are all archers. We need to have now captains for each formation. That's so cool. If a captain dies or flees, the next living companion hero, if there are any, within the same formation is picked as the new captain. Good. Okay, so it's still worth it to put in multiple companions inside the formation. That's good. Formation AI and Tactics Overhaul. Now, I read through this, and this one is pretty cool. Troops with throwing weapons now have their own skirmisher category. They are no longer used as archers by the AI, which cause various problems. Horse archer formation behavior improved to make them protect themselves and pull back better and not to get stuck between enemies. So that's cool. Better AI for mounted archers. Army approaching enemy army to get in missile range logic overhaul to make it more effective and stable. AI now stops and lets its formation form up before continuing moving when it changes the arrangement, such as to and from shield wall. Good. So just better AI in general. Oh, this one's good. AI formations. Oh, I've been crying about this one. AI formations now recognize if most of their units have shields or not, and accordingly choose loose arrangement under missile fire instead of shield wall if they don't have shields. But then further down, there's another one related to shields. When a mixed unit formation is given a shield wall arrangement order, units with shields will move to the front ranks, switching places with soldiers without shields. Love and life. Oh, I am so glad they introduced this. I'm so fucking glad. That is amazing. That is just amazing. Choke points in battlefields are now used facing either side if it's appropriate. Cool. Various errors with a defensive ring tactic fixed. Calculations improved. Large circles are now being properly formed. Square arrangements in the middle improved. Nice. So practically, they overhauled the formations of the AI. Enemy army composition having more cavalry now confers a tactical advantage to the defensiveness as attacking cavalry armies is more difficult. Okay. Single cavalry unit in a formation no longer messes up formation unit intervals and unit diameters, which used to cause formation to stand with gaps regardless of arrangement. Yeah, this happened a lot. This was the reason why I kept telling units to, mounted units to dismount if they were in the infantry division. Agents who stopped retreating because their side won the battle were causing glitchy continuous playing of running away shout sound is fixed. Oh, okay. Weird phrasing on that one. Fixed friendly fire notification on the combat log, and then modifications to the character development system, so to the character itself. Asarai joined the skirmishers. Character creation option grants relatively cheaper javelins. Some character creation choices were given strong and expensive mid-tier armors. This is no longer the case. Okay. Added 13 combat-related athletics perks, so they reworked the athletics. They added 10 campaign-related archery perks. They added 8 campaign-related crossbow perks. So athletics, archery, and crossbow have been reworked in this patch. And we will go with another athletics archer character. Character skills are generated from their traits when the character comes to age. Okay, so no longer having a 2-year-old child being better at throwing axes than me. Does that work now? I'm not sure. I don't think so, though. So nobles were not spawned. You can be captured and executed. Low life. I think that's the only way of dying. Clan and party. Some nobles were not spawning in a new game, and nobles without a party were not going to another settlement to join tournaments. These issues are fixed now. Fixed above your fugitive family members could not be selected as a party leader, and fixed problems related to death. Now, I'm not really sure what are they referring to when they're stating fixed problems related to death. Dying works now? Okay, we'll see. We'll see if this is what that means. Companions teleport to a settlement of their culture when disbanded. They will now be teleported to a closer neutral or ally settlement if there are any nearby. Great. AI Lord's traits determine the equipment template allocated to their offsprings during coming of age. Only a few templates are now assigned. There will be more variations in the future. Good. Kingdom and Diplomacy. Fixed up the party size effective noble retinue policy. Passive influence gain are tweaked further for balance. Some policies have increased penalty to match their positive effects. Miscallation Bug and Bailiff policy is fixed. Good. Fixed the bug that caused minor factions to join kingdoms as vassals instead of mercenaries. Yep, that's a good bug fix. Fix the calculation error in kingdom tributes that led to unintended tribute values. Right. Settlement actions, towns, villages, castles, and hideouts. If a player is inside a fortification, if that fortification's map faction declares war on that player, a new menu will be shown to inform the player that they escaped from the fortification. If a player gains a crime rating in a mission and it leads to war, they'll also see the menu after the mission ends if they're not disguised. When players entered settlements, sometimes it was auto-recruiting from notables. This was fixed. Good. Quest and issues. New quest added, in and out. Implemented the new Caravan Ambush quest. Balanced the Deserter and Defender party size for extortion by Deserter's quest. Added extra quest requirements. Fixed a bug that caused quest NPCs to not holster their weapons after the Family Feud quest fight. Village issues will now affect the bound settlement's properties, loyalty and security. Improvements were made to the issue and quest generation algorithm, and some improvements about conspiracy progression. Alright, conversations and encounters. Fix the bug that caused wounded animation to not play while talking to an imprisoned lord. Fix the bug that caused the third-person camera to get stuck when players talk to an NPC from the UI. Fix siege parley dialogues. The trigger did not recognize that parley was in process. And then other stuff. Engraved backsword can now be thrusted. Stats of expert forester units have been fixed. I did not know they were bugged. Saxes can now be used with civilian equipment. Battanian veteran Folksman unit has stats that benefit his weapon of choice now. Thank you. That's awesome. We'll have to check the encyclopedia for that. Asteroid rural notables and peasant units no longer come with heavy armor. Militia equipment have been balanced and changed. Veteran militia units now use weaker armor and weaponry, so practically they nerfed militia units. I'm okay with that. Fix the bug that caused NPCs to remain hostile after players retreat from alley fights. A bug that caused the husband of the player to appear multiple times in missions. Bandit party prisoners are recruitable now. Good. Minor refactor about recruitment and mercenaries. Fixed a tick problem, which also caused skipping daily income in some cases. Fixed an issue for the editor build deploy. Editor problems about editing AI hint object fixed. I'm not exactly sure what these are referring to. Editor build deploy improvements. Are they talking about the modding tools? Okay, now there are a lot of changes to the multiplayer. Fix the crash that happened when players picked up an item from the ground while it was fading out. Jesus. Can you imagine that? You're in a multiplayer match and you're fighting the enemy and then you try to pick up a sword or a weapon and then the game crashes. You cry, man. You cry. Yes, a unit with a two-hander would have different stats. No. They modified the stats of a shock soldier. Most likely, he had specialization into polearms while he was having a two-handed weapon or something like that. Now we have to be careful when equipping companions because if they die in battle, you lose his items. Oh, really? Okay. So now companions can die. Interesting. Whew. Interesting. Map fixes. Right. Unit skirmisher maps. Cool. Combat changes. A lot of combat changes. Now, I'm not exactly sure if these changes apply to single player as well. I don't think so. Because your character in a multiplayer session has predetermined stats, while the ones in single player you are still building up and trying to improve. Range combat when defending with a weapon in throwing mode in hand, you'll now also get bumped when enemies come close to you. Okay. Other combat changes: movement, mounted combat movement, increases fall damage. So practically these are changes for multiplayer, and I'm not really interested in multiplayer, so I'm just going to be skipping over these. You can easily find the patch notes on the internet. I'm just skipping over these because I'm not interested in multiplayer. I'm sorry. Okay. Game mode. Siege mode improvements. Cool. New feature. Clan system for multiplayer. Clan matches. Clan roster. Clan leaderboard. Spear bracing. Nice. Pressing X once while stopped activates the bracing. UI added some explanatory hints in the multiplayer lobby. Fixed an error. Non-leader. Okay. Announcements about beta servers. Beta servers do not share any data with live servers, which means no data will be transferred from live to beta or beta to live. Okay. And then changes for both single player and multiplayer. Hey, really, welcome back to the end, dude. Companions dying. I suspect nobody will make whine posts on forums about that. Oh, no, definitely. Definitely nobody's going to bitch about that. Oh, definitely. There's going to be a lot less no quitting without saving. Probably for the player base, but I'm gonna keep on not save scubbing. I'm just gonna try to live with the fact that my companions die. Audio, various walking sound problems fixed, good. Added a confirmation pop-up for character creation reset and reset all buttons, good. Performance, fixed many of the runtime spikes and invisible mesh issues by preloading the shaders. Significantly improved performance of flora rendering, nice. Animations, beautiful animations related to mounting and dismounting horses and falling from horses by blending the animations between switches and considering the skill difference of the horses. Cool. Adjusted the parameters of rotating in place animations and made them slightly better. Better shield hit inverse kinematics solving. So I really hope this is referring to the fact that tall characters have a disadvantage when fighting because sometimes the enemy will phase through their shields. So I really hope it's referring to that. Falling animation problem when kicked down from high ground fixed. Combat. Horses will now panic and run away properly when they're hit in battles. The best accuracy moment of ranged weapons was moved further back and making quick shots a bit more inaccurate. I see. Better shield inverse kinematics solving. Falling animation problems, okay. I feel like they kind of repeated themselves here, and fix some dark atmosphere issues with a dense snowy atmosphere set. Okay, that's it. So now 1.4.3 is on the public version, while we will be testing out the beta patch for 1.5.0. So let's get in there and let's start ourselves a new playthrough, and we're also going to be checking out no, I don't like to start in safe mode. And now we're going to be checking out the new stuff inside. Good. Quests. Don't care about. Alright, let's look at the new perks. Let's look at what the game has to offer us. Do you think eventually you'll be able to spawn anywhere in the world map instead of just the Empire? I think you'll be able to spawn anywhere on the map eventually. I think so. Alright, we got 30 charm. We're going to go for 50% reduced barter penalty. I think we're going to go with that. Reduced barter penalty because that will be useful later on. Of course, there is a mod for that. And then we're going to put our first point into two-handed. That's going to be our character. Now, let's look at the new stuff. So they added to bow, crossbow, and athletics. Let's see what did they add. So bow control reduces accuracy penalty by moving by 30%. Bow equipped troops in your formation gain 5% damage with bows. Cool. Dead aim increases your headshot damage bonus by 30% with bows. Bow equipped troops in your formation gain 20 archery skill. Now each point of archery gives us bow damage and bow accuracy. So at 10, because that's our current skill, at 10 I have 1.1 bow damage and 0.9 bow accuracy. So I'd say per point it would give a 0.1 bow accuracy and a 0.2 bow damage. Hello, Bergon. Apparently they should be working now, but for just not for all of them, but apparently for bow, crossbow, athletics, one-handed, two-handed, and polearm, they should be working now. We'll see. So that 20 would be a 2% damage increase and a around 1.8, 2% bow accuracy for all of your characters. Does the Jedi Deflect two-hander skill works? Could not confirm it yet, but I will get the Jedi Deflect when I can. Botkin. Your attacks with bows ignore 10% of enemy armor. Bow-equipped troops in your formation ignore 5% of enemy's armor. Armor is already pretty shitty. I'm not exactly sure how Botkin's useful. Ranger's Swiftness decreases your reload movement penalty by 15%. Bow-equipped troops in your formation gain plus 5% to their on-foot movement speed. Probably Botkin. Probably Botkin in this case, I would go for. Rapid Fire increases your bow reload speed by 25%. Troops in your formation increase their bow reload speed by 5%. Ooh, that's good. Decreases your bow accuracy loss due to rotating by 50%. Troops in your formation gain 5% of their accuracy with bows. Ah, man, reload or better accuracy. I think I would go quick adjustment just for that bonus for your soldiers. That's cool. Merry Men increases your party size by 5. Governed settlements gain plus 1 militia per day. Okay. Mounted Archery decreases accuracy penalty by 30% while mounted. Ranged troops in governed garrison provide 20% more security. I'm not exactly sure what are they related to? Why are they related that way? But yeah, probably we're going to go Merry Men because we're simply not going to be mounted in this playthrough. Reloaded 100%. Defense sieges are really OP when you're archers with unlimited ammo. Oh, really? Reload? Rapid fire, you say? I don't know, man. Having better attack, you know, troops gain 5% accuracy with bows, sounds better on the field of battle, and you'll mostly be fighting on the field and not in a siege. Hello, little turtle. Welcome to the inn. Do you know, will all of this be working on a continued playthrough or only if you start a new one? You gotta start a new one. You gotta start a new one for everything to work. You can't continue your old playthrough. Okay, let's see. Trainer. Every day, the party members with the lowest bow skill gains experience in bow. Bow-equipped troops in your party gain small amounts of XP every day. What the fuck? This can be abused. So, every day the party member with the lowest bow skill gains experience in bows. That means your other companions who you wish to train up into bowmanship will receive bow experience as well. I guess that could be useful, and also will contribute towards them gaining a level. Strong bows. The drink, probably. Increases your damage with bows by 8%. Tier 3 plus troops in your formation gave 5% damage with bows. Yeah, probably gonna go with strong bows. Yep. Discipline. You can hold your aim 50% longer without losing accuracy, and plus 1 loyalty per day for governed settlements. Hunter Clan. Increases your damage against mounts with bows by 30%. Garrison maintenance cost decreased by 50%. So just from that, probably gonna go Hunter Clan, but not because of the first ability, increases your damage against mounts with bows by 30%, because that's kind of meh, and also that's an increase for your character, not for your soldiers. But the second one, garrison maintenance cost decreased by 15%, that is huge. That is huge, and definitely Hunter Clan will be the way to go. Why is garrison maintenance cost decrease paired with increased damage against mounts on the same perk? I have no clue, no idea why they're related. Skirmish Phase Master. You take 10% less damage from ranged attacks. Cool. Wouldn't you be adding this in one-handed skill? Because one-handed is the one that specializes in shields. Or maybe an athletics? You know, fast dodger or something? Bow-equipped troops in your formation take 5% less damage by ranged attacks. Eagle Eye. 1.5 zoom in with bows. Increases visual range in campaign by 10%. Just for the sake of testing that out, I'll take Eagle Eye when I can. Bullseye. Ranged troops in your formation gain 10% of the total XP after battles, plus 2 daily XP gain to governed settlements. Okay, and then Renowned Archer increases morale of ranged troops in your party at the beginning of the battle by 10%. Ranged troops are 30% cheaper to recruit and to upgrade. Okay, I like the recruit and upgrade part. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Horsemaster. You can now use all bows on horseback. Mounted archers in your formation gain plus 30 to bow skills. Ooh, that's going to be good on a mounted archer run with Kuzait. Also, looking at these perks, I feel like the game is kind of pushing you towards certain builds depending on which factions you want to join. So, for example, if you're going to be having a mounted archer focused army, I would definitely recommend that you go on your main character into bows just to get Horsemaster. Or definitely make one of your companions go into bows and get Horsemaster for your mounted archers. Oh, right. Now that they've implemented the fact that companions can specialize into these stuff, you no longer are pigeonholed into certain builds. Never mind. My previous statement has been, well, broken by my current statement. Interesting. People are kind of worried about succession system, since death companions destroy the armor you gave them, and since it's RNG based to destroy your balance between intelligent companions. We'll see. We'll see how that's going to go. We'll see how big of a problem will it become, rather. Deep Quivers. You get plus 3 extra arrows per quiver. Bow equipped troops in your formation gain plus 1 extra arrow per quiver. It's kinda underwhelming. It's fine. It's fine, sure, Deep Quivers. Especially since I'm going to athletics, I'm definitely going to get Deep Quivers. Quick Draw. Aiming with your bow is 25% faster and increases settlement tax gain in government by settlement by 5%. Do you threaten a peasant with a bow each day so you get more taxes? Potter. Salvo. Equipped bows do not slow you down. Ranged troops in governed garrison provide 20% more security. Okay. And then Deadshot. Every skill point after 200 grants you 0.2 speed increase with bows. Every skill point after 200 grants you 0.5 damage increase with bows. Isn't that just super insane? Wait a sec. 0.5. So it's gonna give me a so at 100 points, let's say I reach 300 into bow, I would get a 50% damage increase with bows. And at 100 points, I would get a 10% speed increase with bows. That's cool. And you would get 7.5 when you get this skill, and you would get 46 around the ballpark, maybe 46%. My math sucks. 50 divided by 4. How much is that? 1, 2, 3, 13. Around 13. No. 12.5. Right. Okay, one sec. Just got a message. So 12.5. So 12.5 times 3, a 37% damage increase when you take this, and a 7.5 speed increase. There you go. That's the correct math. I did not just calculate, I actually received something on the phone. There we go. Crossbows. With no art. Again, it doesn't mean that they don't work. It simply means that they did not implement the art for the perks yet. We still don't know if these perks, new perks are implemented. According to one forum member, for example, 30 extra damage on headshot doesn't work. Aw, lame. Lame. There. So, let's go. Crossbows. Piercer. Crossbow attacks ignore armor below 20. Ranged troops are 20% cheaper to recruit. Marksman. Aiming with your crossbows 25% faster and increases the morale of ranged troops at the start of the battle by 10%. Definitely would take Piercer, just because... I mean, in what scenarios are you going to be recruiting archers directly? Nah, I can't really judge that perk by its secondary by a secondary effect. So, faster aiming or ignore armor. Probably faster aiming, because you're not going to be fighting a lot of low armored dudes. Seriously. What do we got here? Donkey Swiftness. Reduces accuracy penalty by moving by 30%. Troops in your formation use crossbows will have a 30% crossbow skill increase. Increases headshot damage by 50% with crossbows, and troops in your formation deal more damage against foot troops with crossbows. What? What? So your troops deal more damage against enemy crossbows. Why? How do you explain that from a role-playing perspective? What does this have to do with anything? And why is it called Sheriff? Because you quick draw? If you quick draw, you should have called, I don't know, Marksman Sheriff. If you wanted to go with a Wild West type of reference. Okay, let's move on. Peasant Leader increases the morale of each Tier 1 to Tier 3 troops by 10%. Reduces upkeep of ranged troops in the governed garrison by 20%. What does this have to do with crossbows? Absolutely fucking nothing. Okay, debatably reduces the upkeep of ranged troops. Some of those ranged troops are crossbowmen, sure. But still, it really doesn't really have much to do with crossbows, really. Renowned Marksman. Your ranged troops gain +1 experience every day. Ranged troops in garrisons provide 30% more security. Okay. Probably gonna go Peasant Leader, just for that secondary effect. Yesterday or the day before yesterday. Fletcher increases stack size for Quivers by 4. Okay. Troops under your command increases their bolt stack size by +2. Okay, so extra bolts. Puncture. Your attacks with crossbows ignore 10% of enemy's armor. Troops in your formation using crossbows ignore 5% of the enemy's armor. Probably would take Puncture. Since Fletcher, you already have a very long reload time with crossbows. Probably Puncture. Extra damage. Loose and Move. Equipped crossbows do not slow you down. Ranged troops under your command increases their movement speed by 10%. If this affects archers as well, that's cool. Deft Hands. Double the interrupt threshold when the character is reloading his crossbow. Troops under your command have double interrupt threshold while reloading crossbows. Interrupt threshold. So if they get shot, there's a chance for them to not get interrupted. Maybe that's what it means. Is there any reason to use crossbows instead of bows? Though no reload speed sucks. Crossbows are more accurate, and they have better armor penetration. But since armor really doesn't matter in the game right now, I would still go for bows. Let's see. Oh, right. Did we talk which one to get out of these two? Slow you down, increase movement speed. If it affects all ranged troops, including archers, not just crossbowmen, then loosen move is pretty cool. And I would probably take that. Deft Hands is meh. If you're careful, if you have a shield wall in front of your dudes, they should not be getting shot upon at all. So, yeah, I'll probably take loosen move. Counterfire. When you have a crossbow equipped, you take 10% less damage from ranged attacks. Hey guys, I have a crossbow. You can't hurt me that much. Crossbow equipped troops in your formation take 10% less damage by ranged attacks. Hey guys, all of these guys have crossbows on their back. You can't hurt them that much. Uh, mounted crossbowman can reload any crossbow on horseback. Cool. If you want to go for a mounted crossbow dude. Ranged troops gain 5% more XP after a battle. Nice. Steady. The accuracy penalty while shooting crossbows from horseback is halved and increases settlement tariff gain by 5%. No related, but it's fine. Sniper. 2 times zoom in with crossbows and settlements you govern gain 1+1 militia per day. Definitely take sniper here. If you're on foot, definitely take steady if you're on horseback. They should be working now, lowlife. In theory, they should be working now. Hammer bolts. Crossbow hits have a chance to dismount enemies. Crossbow equips troops in your formation gain plus 10% damage with crossbows. Fuck, that sounds awesome. Pavish. Shields on back have a 75% chance of stopping ranged damage completely. Governed settlements ballista gain 30% bonus accuracy in campaign siege. That also sounds good, but would probably just take the flat bonus damage. Hammer bolts. Don't know if you'll use succession. I think it's sad to invest a lot of time on role-playing progression on your character and just start over being a shit. We'll see, Relum. We'll see if succession's good or not. Terror. Have a 20% chance to increase bombardment casualties by 1%. So, bombardment casualties, does that refer to siege mechanics? When your siege equipment are bombarding a castle? I think that's what it's referring to. Your troops' kills by crossbow inflict 1.5 times more morale damage to the enemy. That's nice. Bolton Guard. Upkeep of tier 4 ranged troops are reduced by 50%, and your ranged troops have plus 5 HP. So upkeep. For all archers. That's cool. That's kind of nice. Probably would take Bolton Guard. It depends on the amount of money that I would have at the time to decide. If I have a shit ton of money and I'm not worried on the upkeep of my troops, I would probably take Terror. If I feel like my boys are a little bit on the expensive side, I'll probably take Bolton Guard. Bensky93, thank you for becoming a follower, my man. Welcome to Hit Point In. Mighty Pole. Every skill point after 200 grants you 0.2. It's literally the same ability that you get on the bow part. Only this one affects crossbows. Okay. Alrighty, and the last one that we need to check out is athletics. Let's see what they added to athletics. Morning exercise increases your movement speed by 10%. Foot troops in your formation gain 5% movement speed. That sounds awesome. Well built increases your maximum HP by 5, and troops in your formation gain 5 HP. Probably gonna go morning exercise on my character. Just having that extra movement speed, catching up, running away from enemies sounds much better to keep myself alive than well built. Fury. While on foot, your weapon handling is increased by 10%. Foot troops in your formation gain 10% increased weapon handling. Okay. Or form-fitting armor decreases your armor weight by 30%. Tier 3 plus foot troops in your formation gain 10% movement speed. Holy crap, morning exercise and form-fitting armor go hand in hand. I would get both of those. Very nice synergy. 20% extra movement speed for my boys? Fuck yeah. Is there a way to stop succession? I mean, enabling death only makes it possible to die in battle. I think you still die of old age, or at least that was the initial idea. I have no idea, Shinsam. We'll just have to wait and see. It would be a big error to force players to play around succession. I'm sure a lot of players don't want it. You can deactivate deaths on character creation, Relum. Just deactivate deaths, and you won't need to go through succession. Okay? Problem solved. There's a reason that you can deactivate it. Having going. Slightly increases your persuasion chance, increases your party size. Meh. Increases crafting stamina recovery rate by 50%, increases your prisoner size limit by 5, and increases prisoner escape chance by 10%. If we want to buy everything with trade, Maybe slightly increases your persuasion chance is a good perk here. So maybe they'll synergize. So I'm gonna go with having good. But if I would not but if I have a playthrough where I'm not buying everything or I'm not trying to buy fiefs, I would definitely go stamina. Definitely go stamina. Sprint. When no shield and range weapons are wielded, gain 10% faster movement. Infantry troops in your formation gain 5% movement speed during battles. Okay, so sprint. When no shields and ranged weapons are wielded. It doesn't say when no shields and ranged weapons are equipped. So maybe I can still have a bow on my back while using a two-hander, and I would get the effects from sprint. I really, really hope that's what this perk is referring to. Powerful. 4% increased damage with any melee weapon you wield. Troops in your formation gain 2% more melee damage. I would still go for sprint, because that's another 5 movement speed during battle. Hello, LPWO. My microphone is too low. Guys, are you having problems hearing me? Also, welcome to the LPWO. Surging blow. Also out of the two, probably take sprint, just because of morning exercise with form-fitting armor and then sprint. That's a 25% faster movement for your soldiers. Mwah. Glorious. Surging blow increases your speed damage bonus by 30% while on foot. Foot troops in your formation gain plus 30% speed damage bonus. Or braced. Decreases your charge damage taken by 50%. Foot troops in your formation. Okay, yeah, definitely take Surging Blow. If you're gonna be fast as fuck, boy, just get Surging Blow. Walk it off. Increases your map HP regeneration by 10% while traveling. Foot troops in your party gain plus 3 experience every day while traveling. Remember seeing on the forum one of the devs saying the enabling death on character creation was only for death in battle. Okay. We'll see if we're gonna die horribly, ladies and gentlemen. A good day's rest. Increase your waiting hit point regeneration by 10%, and foot troops gain 10% HP every day while waiting in the settlement. Walk it off. Just walk it off, man. You're most likely gonna be traveling. Healthy citizens. Increases your endurance attribute by 1. Okay. Governed settlements gain plus 1%, plus 1 loyalty per day. Energetic. Party suffers 20% less speed penalty from being overburdened. 20% hearth increase in the village you govern. Probably going to be taking Healthy Citizen because I will always avoid to be overburdened. Steady. Increases your control attribute by 1, so better shooting. Governed farm, mine, lumber camp, clay pit production increased by 10%. Or strong increases your vigor by 1. Foot troops in your party gain 5% campaign speed. Oh, so that's world map speed. That's interesting. I guess here it depends on your character. If you are an archer and just archer focused in general, probably go strong. If you're melee focused, go. Oh, sorry. If you're archer focused, go steady. If you're melee focused, go strong. That's pretty much what I'm seeing here. Strong legs. Decreases fall damage taken by 50%. Kick damage is doubled. I can never hit somebody with a kick, so that seems useless. While besieged, governed settlements consume 20% less food. Okay. Micrope Mousy, thank you for becoming a follower, my man. Welcome to Hit Point In. Strong arms, plus 1 focus points to throwing. Way. Does your appearance change when you get older? I think so. Or at least it should. By what the game's stating. Troops in your formation gain plus 20 to their throwing skills. Okay, I guess that could be useful, especially since we're a Sturgeon. That would be cool, to have my infantry have even better throwing weapon skills. Nice. So yeah, definitely would take strong arms here. Spartan. Increases your stagger damage threshold by 50% while on foot. Decreases your party food consumption by 20%. Oh, that sounds good. Practically, you're not going to be interrupted by the enemy's attacks. Ignore pain. Increases your armor by 10% while on foot, and foot troops in your formation gain +5 armor. +5 armor is nothing. And do they get +5 armor on every section of their body? Or is it in a certain location? That's another very, very, very vital question. Probably take Spartan. It's just for the decreased party food consumption by 20%. That's pretty awesome. And then Mighty Blow. You stun enemies longer after they block your attack. You gain +1 health for every athletic skill over 250. Nice. So we gain 25 HP when we get Mighty Blow. That is very, very cool. And for each point, your HP is going to increase even further. That is awesome. I hate it. I hate the fact that I'm fiddling on my chair so much. Okay, that is it. Now, another thing that I'd like to check in the troops section for Battania, Volksman, U. So, Veteran Volksman, Polearm. Yes, that's exactly what they did. So initially, the Battanian Veteran Volksman had 130 into two-handed, but he had a polearm. Now he has 130 into polearm and 120 into throwing. He's fine now. Okay, he's fine now. That's good. That's good. Also, add to bookmark. Add to bookmark. Hey, and they appear up here. That's so nice. That's nice. That's nice. I like that. Cool feature. Interesting dev answer 12 minutes ago. You want to listen if you're going to play foot archer? Sure, Relum, go for it. Tell me. What's up? For archery, the following campaign pair should be working. Merriman, Trainer, Bullseye. Wait. So, Merriman, Trainer, Bullseye. Primary plus secondary effect. Mounted Archery. Discipline. Where's Discipline? Strong Bow. Discipline, okay. Hunter Clan, good. Eagle Eye, good. Renowned Archer, okay. Quick Draw. I have no idea where Quick Draw was. There it is. Salvo and its secondary effect. So these are the ones that are working. Okay, yeah, sure. I'm fine with that. Okay, so I guess that's the end of the patch notes aspect of the video. Let's go and continue with the playthrough.